The Wilderness Therapy Symposium is hosted by the Outdoor Behavioral Healthcare Council. What it is a conference, and it's for wilderness therapy programs, residential programs, researchers, people within our industry and without. And they're all coming for 2.5 days of workshops. And the workshops range from anything from staff-focused, clinician-focused, to administrative-focused.
OBHC stands for the Outdoor Behavioral Healthcare Council, founded in 1996. The council was organized by a small group of wilderness programs who came together to figure out ways to collaborate, to work together, to raise the bar for the entire field.
The Wilderness Symposium is where we get together and we learn more. We try to get better at what we're doing. We share ideas.
That common goal is to come together, learn from each other, share things that are working in our program.
What I've been most struck about is that people put aside their competition for cooperation for a better good, which is that we have a moral obligation to the field to be the best we possibly can be.
We have a great mix of influence here. Clinicians, owners, a wide variety of perspectives.
Everyone's so engaged, everyone is sharing and learning, and that creates for a dynamic and diverse and fun conference to be at.
Outdoor behavioral healthcare in some ways is best understood by just breaking apart those three things. Outdoors, using the wilderness, using the outdoors in a way intentionally coupled with behavioral healthcare, trained, licensed clinicians in an experiential way, engaging young people in their sophisticated clinical approaches.
When these kids start to learn, wow, I can take care of myself, I'm actually competent, I'm functional, that basic day-to-day experience can be powerful and transformative.
Simply the immersion in nature, the removal from the distractions, it allows a young person to become introspective.
We take the effectiveness of clinical therapy in that office and we just trade the couch for the wilderness.
The OBH Council has many, many goals. One of them, without a doubt, is wanting to find evidence-based research that demonstrates that what we're doing is working. So when we share that information and that data, including sharing our incidents and things where it didn't go right, there's a sense of vulnerability so that we all can learn.
Outdoor behavioral healthcare accreditation essentially is setting the standard for this field. It's administrative practices and how you run your business and your HR. It's risk management and safety practices. It's how you deliver your clinical components of your program. And what accreditation has shown to do in our field as well as other fields is that it actually raises all boats. And in turn, there's a chance for the whole field to rise up.
In the research that we've done about what the clients say were the most important components to their change process, with a large margin, it's the field guides. These are really unusually dedicated people who are willing to live in the backcountry 8 days on, 6 days off, on the ground, in the dirt, 24 hours a day with the kids. We believe that the evidence will show that that relationship is one of the pillars of why this works.
I think the OBH Council came together with a purpose, and that was to be the best, to put themselves to a standard that sometimes they cannot reach and they're working and striving towards.
The conference serves as almost a re-energizer to go back and implement all of this into our separate programs, and again to advance the industry and make it more accessible.
I look forward to it every year. It's again one of the only conferences where there is this true togetherness.
My favorite way to explain the Wilderness Therapy Symposium is actually borrowed from the founder of the symposium, Rob Meltzer. He basically said it's a big metaphorical campfire that we love to gather around. When you gather around a campfire, you swap stories, you share tales. You also, at times, talk about things that are difficult. You also envision a better future. And the symposium, it's a chance for us to come together, learn from each other, and in turn, I think, create a better field.